Alright, let's check out what we picked up so far this week before it gets any darker too. So Monday we got a bunch of books here. We got for $3 another copy of Dune Messiah. Very nice condition on this. Oops, wait, no, that's fine. Be worth checking the printing history, of course. So let's find out. We got early print now, 17th printing. So, oh well, still. It's in very nice condition, so that's a great deal for $3. Also, a few more Richard Lehman books. We got, I'll list the rest of them soon. No Sanctuary, oh, in pretty nice shape, or very nice shape. The Lake. Hope he's not referring to the lake I always go to. Resurrection Dreams, sounds kind of interesting. And last, Body Rides, which also sounds weird. Interesting, weird, I don't know. And for, I think this was $1. This could have been $3. I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was $1 because of that definitely was condition. What it is, the new Prohibition marijuana. So this was written a while back, so it'd be probably interesting for someone to find out how, things were viewed back in, what's the year here? 71? Yeah, 1971. So that's a while back, that's for sure. Maybe before that, actually. Glory Season by David Brin. $1 for this. Not the greatest condition, but a good deal for $1. Also a thicker book, so probably wouldn't have been there on bag day. And plus, it would have taken up a little extra room. $1 for this Penguin Classic here, The Conquest of New Spain, Bernal Diaz. I would have maybe left this or waited for this one, but it's in very nice shape, so decided to pick it up. We got a lot of other similar books, so I could throw this in with those. And for $1 each, we got a couple. Well, one is The Best New Horror, and the other is New Terror, but they're similar sized books. Oversized paperback, a little fat, kind of oversized paperbacks. This looks like it was at the Goodwill or something at one time, or whatever that. That's not a Goodwill sticker, but something like that. So yeah, there's a anthology. There's F. Paul Wilson, one of my favorite writers. I've heard of Lisa Tuttle, and of course Brian Lumley. I read a book by him for the first time last year. Very good writer. Tanith Lee, excellent writer, I think Lumley is. What else we got here? So that's a good collection there. Graham Masters. I think I've heard his name. No one else I really know of on there though. That's pretty cool though. Oh wait, no. There's F. Paul Wilson again, James Herbert, Gene Wolfe, Neil Gaiman. So okay, there's some pretty big names in both of them. And also $1 for this copy of Peter Benchley's The Island. I believe it's a book club edition probably, but nevertheless, for $1, why not? It's not Island like Huxley's title. This one, it's actually The Island. This might be what that movie was based from. Yeah, that one that came out like 20 years ago or so, or a little less than 20. I don't know. What do we got here? Beyond. Oh, this is a really good find for $1 right here. Beyond Good and Evil by Nietzsche, but it's an old hardcover. It could be worth a little something. Even if it isn't, this will sell very quickly. As far as there are a lot of people interested in philosophy, and especially everything and anything Nietzsche. So this is a great pickup for $1, I think. And it doesn't have a date, so we'll have to learn that by browsing the internet for a bit and finding out. Hopefully it won't take too long to find out. But that will make a difference, based on what it could potentially be worth. And you could also, obviously, one of the first things to do would be just to look up the book as for sale and compare it, see what prices it's going for. But if you only find one or two you know, other copies don't necessarily take that as gospel as far as what it might be worth. They could be wrong. So you want to get a lot of examples of, like, like maybe a half a dozen at least copy, more than that, maybe up to 10. Just so you know, you don't want to be selling something for less than it's worth. So today we picked up some more stuff. Got Hermann Hesse's Ross Halder? I don't know how to say that. But it's a title of his I've never even heard of, and the book's in nice shape, and yeah, I couldn't resist grabbing it while I could, in case we never see it again. Yeah, it looks like a pretty short book. Look, not that many words per page, so it's only about less than 200 pages or so. So it wouldn't take too long to read. Also, I might keep that around for a little bit and move it up on the to be read list, just for the fact that we actually have it, and as soon as we read it, we can sell it, which applies to many of these books, of course. The Magicians, a couple James Gunn books here. Got a Timescape, The Master Mind, which looks interesting, and it's a nice shape. And The Magicians, if there was just one of these, I'm not sure if you don't see the Timescape books too much. And what is this? It looks like a Berkeley, or no, Signet. Cool cover art. Very creepy. A science fiction novel. Doesn't look like a science fiction. Looks like a horror kind of novel. Yeah, we'll find out. But being able to sell them both together makes that a little more intriguing of buying each one. Only $1 each though, so. And we also got one we might have been able to wait, but I didn't think this might not be there on Sunday. Earth's Last Citadel. What was it? Let me look at it. Science fiction from the great years. So this is co-written, C.L. Moore and Henry Kuttner, but both who I've heard are supposed to be pretty good writers, so it looks interesting, and it's an Ace edition as well, so we'll find out. Cool cover art though, and it looks kind of interesting. And I also found a Robert Bloch book, Mysteries of the Worm, all the Cthulhu Mythos stories. So this is a really cool find, edited and introduced by Lynn Carter, afterward the Robert Bloch Lynn Carter Fantasy Selection, and it's Zebra. Oh yeah, this is the find of the week so far. This could be worth a little something too. Got a little damage on the back, but not terrible. Cover looks okay, but you can see some. You always want to take pictures of the flaw. Like there. Just take pictures. Take one picture of the book, and then also, boom, 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 and get up close of the flaws and everything. When it comes, let's say assuming this book would be worth something, then you want to do something like that because people will want to see all the details if they're spending a lot of extra money on one book. And unfortunately also though, some people are a little too picky about it, so you want to make sure to get the pictures beforehand, before they ask you for more pictures or something. Just get it done right away. Just take extras. It doesn't take too much longer. This is a really, really good find as well. 95-cent adult fantasy. It's the Ballantine Adult Fantasy series, so this might even be worth a little more than this. But this one's more interesting because it's the Cthulhu Mythos, while this is just adult fantasy. But this is also worth, and it's a nice shape. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a really good find. I think this might be a little bit of a better find than that. Though, if it were up to me, I would pick that one. But this is, as far as value goes and potential, what we could potentially sell it for, this is the best find for sure. Young Magicians. And so let's see who we got in here. Oh wow, this just starts off right there. It's got unfortunately, some spots. Good thing we opened it, We'll also show pictures of those. Luckily though, it only goes, looks like it goes through probably here, and then it's stopping. Let's find out. Let's see, it's a first printing from 1969, so very old, and that's what So surprising how, even more surprising how nice the shape it is. I knew it was old, but I didn't think it's that old. Lovecraft, a couple of Lovecraft in there. E.R. Edison, Lord Dunsany. This is chocked full of big names here. A. Merritt, Lynn Carter, Tolkien, Jack Vance. Holy cow! There's Kuttner again. L. Sprague de Camp, Robert E. Howard. Yeah, this is quite the anthology opening. I felt bad about opening this. I'm gonna try to press it down with some weight there. And in a similar size to these horror anthologies, we got the new comic fantasy anthology. Names like Neil Gaiman and maybe Terry Pratchett, that kind of stuff, you know. Funny fantasy, pretty nice shape. I don't think it's anything too special though as far as value goes, but a good deal for $1. And also bigger. You don't want to wait till bag day for something like that. And I got Hesse's Beneath the Wheel. I have heard of this one, but this is a really cool edition, oversized paperback. Who are these by the Noonday Press. Really nice looking books too. Cool cover art on that as well. Kazanakis, The Last Temptation of Christ, a really cool looking edition. Good cover art there. Nice condition on this one. Only $1. So that is really cool. You find it for only that much, but it's it looks like a later 10th printing from 1960 though. So this is pretty old. Oh, and then I think these are $7 each, but they're first edition. No book club editions here when it comes to all these Vonnegut hardcovers. So we got some great finds right here. Unfortunately, they're all $7. You know, I find so much stuff at bargain prices. I'm still willing to pay a little extra because if you think about it, once you get too used to paying like $1 for a lot of stuff or bag day prices, this seems expensive, but it's not. This is still a really good deal on old first edition, true first edition Vonnegut books. So we got God Bless You, Mr. Rosewater. As you can see, original price $8.95 there. Be worth checking the printing as well. It would affect the value a little bit. Second printing, say Delacroix or Delacourt. I always say Jailbird. We do find this quite often in the book club edition, but not this true first edition. This one's in nice shape. These are all in pretty nice shape actually. Got the original price. It looks like clipped off, and then someone put that on, unfortunately. But whatever. 1979. I don't worry too much about that. It's gonna be worth something, but not like won't make too much of a difference. Yeah, where's the let me get the printing history on this one too. There we go. This is a third Delacourt printing. Oops, careful. Slapstick. And oh, once again clipped off there. I did see that already earlier, but it doesn't make a difference of whether I would have bought it or not. It's still worth. Still easy sellers too. Sixth printing. Though those two might have to sell for a little bit less, you know. And Dead-Eye Dick. This one's got the original price, but it's got something right there too. I don't know, so that probably used to be a sticker right there. $14.95, so a little newer. Might not be worth as much. Older is always better when it comes to books, as far as, you know, reselling for the most part. Early novels, like that's what makes sometimes an author's first novel worth more. This is a first printing though, so that makes it a little better. And yeah, 82. It's a different publisher, I think, right? No, same Delacourt Press. Anyways, that is that. Hey, I think we did pretty good overall. Gotta get a lot of this stuff up and listed, especially after spending a little extra on those. Want to get these listed as soon as possible, and also be checking out what these are all about as far as how much they're worth. But wow, this one, if this one's not worth all that much, it might be worth putting on shelving and a collector's item right here. But that, of course, it's going to be worth something because that's what a lot of people will want this for. Especially one in this nice a shape. That makes a big difference too. If you find something rare that's in really good shape, oh, that drives up the price huge. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Happy reading to you. And of course, to those about to read in an illiterate society or near illiterate society, I salute you.